Welcome to the Mundane and the Arcane, a D&D 5e homebrew podcast. This is our special monster edition, or you can use the hashtag on Twitter, hashtag TMaTAcast. I'm Nathan.
And I'm Matt.
I'm Jared.
And I'm Stacy.
And joining us for this adventure is our special guest DM, Percy. Percy, why don't you get us started?
Last time on TMaTAcast, we fought some dragons. Several different elemental dragons came crowding in as an illusory dome shrouded the area while you guys tried to figure out the puzzle. Due to some really cool stuff, Glint fireballed two of the dragons right out of the sky, one of them before they could even see it coming. It was really an awesome action-packed scene where a couple of you guys almost died. So it was really entertaining for me as well, not just for you guys. After that, you guys found the globe piece of glass that kind of matched a part of the poem that you've been receiving parts of as you've gone through this sort of maze of doorways, which then led you into the black door with the white flame that signified some of Ozzy's heritage as a demon. And that is where we left off. I think we did a long rest right at the end there. So you guys should be at full health and full spells coming into these next few puzzles, which will be a lot of fun.
I'm out full.
Ooh, full centaur. He went full centaur.
Full centaur.
Never go full centaur.
Never go full centaur.
He's gone full centaur.
Sometimes it's hard to not go full centaur.
What was that?
Is that how my horse prince happened?
That's Grabthar's voice.
That's Grabthar when he gets fucked up.
All right. You guys are in this kind of entryway, an entrance tunnel. You kind of just slept on the floor. You didn't really want to search for rooms because, you know, there could be stuff in there and you don't want to find stuff right now. Or you didn't because you were very, very low health in general.
Some of us had 0.
Some of you.
Whenever you say stuff, do you mean used condoms?
Perhaps. I don't know. Ozzy, this is kind of your realm. So maybe. I don't know. Are there used condoms everywhere?
Condoms.
All right.
I mean, used condoms could decrease your HP.
Are they Trojans?
Jeez.
I mean, the only protection I wear is my armor.
Oh, jeez.
Not expecting that.
See, Ozzy is a demon because he said that he wore Maxims. That was a bad joke.
That was Ozzy's lie that got him caught by Ouroboros.
What, that he wore magnums?
Yeah.
That's what I meant, Magnums, not Maxims.
Yeah, I was like,
I got you.
He wraps it up in magazine and spit.
Ozzy's lie was about his penis size.
Hey, man, I don't use Trojans. I use skin, so I'm not very versed.
All right, so
Fair.
you're
SKYN. Always be protected, ladies and gentlemen.
So you guys are in this tunnel. You've awakened from your long rests, and you find yourself in a tunnel that looks like it's made of like muscle. It's not rock. It's not even hard. Like as you touch it, it kind of gives a little bit, but it feels like tense muscle and tendon.
It's a dick.
What?
It's a dick. We're inside a dick.
You're not. You're definitely
It's just a
not
muscle
inside
shaft.
of-
It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be a penis.
We're in the Trojan dick, the Trojan cock.
It's the urethra.
Ultra magnums.
We're in the dragon's urethra.
It's Tiamat, and Tiamat was female, so we're inside of a goo.
I thought you were going to say gooch.
We're inside of a goo.
I was just really hoping that somebody was going to cast like enlarged person, but specifically on like a giant penis.
Yeah.
Just make it.
We're straight up in that coot, though.
Are you happy where we're taking this person?
No.
You did this to us.
I didn't though.
You
I wrote an adventure. I wrote this poem. It was really nice.
It's like Sonic Dreams all over again.
I wrote this poem for you guys,
I wrote this poem. It's sitting in the back
You're
pew
just-
at church.
and you're just rubbing penises all over it. Just rubbing bits of it.
Just like the priest.
Just like in the back pew at church.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to roll a perception check to see like if I see any
Hang on,
kind
I have
of...
to clean the Jack and Coke off my computer screen. You made me spit.
If I had a nickel,
Well, you didn't have to spit person.
I was going to say, is it Jack and Coke or
Jack off and Coke?
It was Jack. Dang it. Come on. All right.
Oh, come on, what?
All right.
Perception check.
All right.
Perception check, Ozzy.
Okay, so we're in a veiny,
go down the muscle
muscular tendon
God
place.
damn it, we need to stop.
Never mind. It's a rock cave. Damn it.
No, we're going down the muscle shaft.
It's a rock
Is
cave.
it a hard rock?
We're going to ride this
boring-
bitch all the way to the end.
It's a boring limestone cave.
It's rock hard.
It's a taut.
And there's
it's a
nothing at
taut
the end. There's a
tendon.
pile of sadness and bones.
At least we got the bone.
So it's just like riding my shaft.
Oh.
It's a taut tendon temple.
So you're in a cave made of sinew.
And muscle.
That's what sinew is.
And muscle.
I guess Ozzy's going to roll a perception check.
Do it.
That is a 19 plus
Ooh.
2. 21.
For you specifically, so nobody else would have seen or noticed anything with a perception check here, but you specifically recognize this area. This is the operating maze of Mortrin, who is the demon who sews together the children of Orobos.
Okay.
It's not very familiar to you. You were literally only here once, but you know that this is the only place in the 9 hells like this.
Okay, so, hey guys,
Yeah. Yeah.
this is where they put me together.
You were in pieces?
No,
Yeah,
he was always half horse, half man.
I didn't come out of the womb like this.
Well,
I mean, that'd have to be a big woman.
Yeah.
Horse
What?
thing.
What's a womb?
Glenn's going to walk over to Wendy and it's going to be like, well, on your inside, it's right about there. And he's going to point like towards her abdomen.
And I'm sure he's going to be like off.
Probably. Glenn's an angel.
Horsey come out of there?
no, like that's where like it would grow, and then it comes out your coot.
That's
When will I have Horsey come out of coot?
Yeah, you have to have one come in first.
So was that a request by Oz? I don't understand what's going on.
I don't think.
At this,
I mean, Ozzy can't
This
lie.
is-
He's not
this
lying.
is like the beginning of a really odd D&D monster porn where Ozzy and Grabthar are standing right next to her, staring down at her quote womb.
This episode can also be found on Pornhub.
and RedTube.
And DeviantArt.
Not Tumblr anymore.
No, not Tumblr.
Out of character, I think Wendy's legit confused because I don't think anyone ever told her where babies come from.
Just happened.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, Wendy was like 8 when she started eating other children, so it makes sense.
Yes.
So she thinks that a horse is going to come out of her.
Nice.
She's genuinely
I love this.
terrified.
So
Yeah.
Glenn's going to hand Wendy a Jack and Coke and be like,
No.
once this goes inside you.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
Nope.
All right, let's get back on track, please.
This is getting gross.
So this is Mortrin's chambers,
Okay.
and I'm sorry that you're here.
So you said it was the maze of Mortrin, right?
Yes. Yes.
So I would know that this is a maze. Would I know like how to get out?
Not
Or at
necessarily.
least know what signs I'm looking for to find my way out?
It's not really necessarily a place you find your way out of. It's more of a place that you like. They release liars into an area much like where you are now, and they roam around until they get to the center of the maze where they meet Mortrin, who then explains why they're there and begins to chop them up.
Okay.
Sounds like you don't want to get to the center of the maze.
Hey guys, I know a really cool guy who lives here.
Cool.
You guys want to be part of the family?
We could switch you all up.
I mean, I'm already kind of mixed up. Does he like to get high?
Probably.
All right.
Who's your friend that you know?
Mortrin.
Like, what? Who is that?
He's who made this masterpiece.
Sounds good to me.
Did you like point to yourself with your hands?
Yeah, no, he's like gesturing. And remember, he is completely naked.
Okay. Can Mocher and I be there, get us out of here?
He would probably know.
All right, I guess.
Portraits where babies come from?
Yeah.
I mean, that depends. Do you want to have a baby?
No. I'd like to eat one.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that's Motrin.
So let me ask you a question. How close is Ozzy to Grabthar?
Within like 10 feet for sure.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going to take some of that blood because I know he lying about something.
Why did I lie?
You did lie.
I did lie. What are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
I don't know why it turned into Napoleon Dynamite. What are you doing, you freaking idiot?
God, Ozzy.
You have toys.
Eat your enchiladas.
So Ozzy's going to take the blood that he just got, I guess, willingly from Grabthar and put it in his little vial.
I mean, he's not going to know what you're doing.
Excuse me, Grabthar. I need this. You summoned me. It's for something.
It's for something real fucked up. Just go with it.
I promise I need it.
I brought you.
Cool. You're in like an entry chamber. Do you leave it at any point? Like what are you...
Yeah, I'm just going to start walking.
Yeah, I'm going to follow. I guess kind of walk the same direction. Okay, guys, this might get tricky. It's kind of maze-like.
Wendy's salivating because she's legit expecting babies at the end of this maze.
Jeez.
She hungry.
Yeah, I've got 50 feet of rope. I don't have that like tracing string.
Wait, I got it. Babies at the end of this maze. Oh, no, I don't got it.
You don't got it?
I was trying to do Baby I'm Amazed, and I messed it up.
Yeah, that was not it.
Baby's at the end of this maze, and I know you're hungry all the time.
You created something brand spanking new.
Okay, so do we follow this path, and do we come up to like any forks or any turns that would...
So Grabthar went first, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
I would think that Ozzy's like right there next to him, not like following behind him.
Glenn definitely doesn't want Wendy behind him, so he's going to be in the back then.
Okay, everybody go ahead and roll some initiative. And we'll explain what that means in a moment.
After these messages.
Ozzy got 19.
Wendy rolled 10.
I got 13.
Grabthar got 13.
Glint got a 12.
I have a question. Since Ozzy like knows this place somewhat, would he have advantage?
No, this is actually something that is new to this place. It's not something that you remember from your short stay in this area.
It's a wet bar.
Ozzy, you kind of hear the area around you tense, almost like ropes being stretched across something with a lot of force. And parts of the wall begin to glow. 6 different colors show through. None of them are super, super clear, but you do have a blue, a green, a red, yellow, violet, and white. And they're kind of dotting the walls and set like polka dots going down the lane.
Can I tell where they're coming from? Like just projections on the wall? Like
they're kind of projections through the wall, almost like when you shine a flashlight and you stick it to your hand. That's kind of what it looks like. Blue, green, red, yellow, violet, and white.
Is it just Ozzy that can see this, or can everybody see it?
Everyone sees it. Ozzy's turn is first.
Ooh, pretty light.
I'm going to put my hand up on the wall, like on the red one, and try to push the wall and see what it does.
Is that going to be what you do for your turn?
For now, yes.
Do you want to hold an action of some sort? Like a if-then type of thing? Like, if I get attacked, then I do this.
I'm going to ready a firebolt in my other hand in case like something grabs me or attacks me.
Sounds good. These are going to be lair actions. So it's going to be the lair's turn first. So the red goes out first. So the one that you're touching kind of extinguishes, followed by the green, the blue, the yellow, and then the white, leaving only the violet ignited. And over the next few seconds, you feel everything on your person, including your own flesh, become very, very heavy to the point where you can't move. On your turn, at the beginning of each of your turns until the next lair action of this part of the turn order, there are going to be 3 total. You'll have to make a strength saving throw at the beginning of your turn in order to take any actions.
Okay.
And next in the initiative order is going to be another lair action. The violet light extinguishes and the green lights come back on. You feel your skin, your muscles, your bones, even your gear starts to peel away and unravel. Everybody needs to make a willpower check right now. Wisdom is what I meant.
I bad.
Wisdom? Oh, that fucking sucks. Okay, so I rolled a 14.
Okay.
Ozzy rolled a 13.
7.
Okay.
Glint rolled a natural wonder.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no. Little wonder, you little wonder, you.
Grabthar rolled a 7.
All right, Glint, you're going to take 9 damage as the body that your Archon spirit is inhabiting begins to unfurl, right hand first. The skin and bone and muscle all kind of uncoiling like a spring. Grabthar, you're going to take 5 damage as your body begins to do a similar thing, but not as drastic as Glint's. So almost like your skin begins to peel up off of itself in a spring-like formation, and you begin to bleed, obviously very badly because your skin is peeling off. And next in the turn is going to be Grabthar.
So just the green light is on.
Yes.
But I think the violet effect is still on us.
Okay. I'm going to touch the green light.
Okay, touching it. So that'll be your kind of maneuver to move over to it and examine it and touch it. And it does nothing. Like you're able to push in on the kind of skin of the wall, but it doesn't really do anything when you do that.
I'm going to hit it with my hammer.
The hammer kind of bounces off the wall as if you just hit a really wet, thick sponge.
Whoa, this is gross, but also kind of arousing.
You don't deal any damage to the wall, though.
But should I roll for boner?
No.
Okay.
No, because knowing you, Nathan,
Please don't.
you definitely have boner.
Glint,
I rolled
it's your turn.
I rolled a nat 1 for
Nat
boner.
1? Never mind.
My penis went
doesn't.
inside myself.
Grabthar is now Grabtharina. All right, Glint, it's your turn.
Glint's going to turn to Osrin. Your birth canal hurts like shit.
You're welcome.
Fuck off. Glint's going to cast Bless at 2nd level so that everybody here gets an additional D4 to any saves or attack rolls.
Good call.
Thank you.
I like it.
And then gonna try and make a strength saving throw to move.
Well, you'll have to pass the strength saving throw to do anything. Basically, your hands and everything on your body is so heavy, you can't move anything.
Ah, dang it. Yeah, that does take a somatic component. All right. So that's a whopping, I believe that's a 10.
10 is not going to be enough.
So I can't cast the Bless spell?
Yeah, so Bless will not go off.
All right.
In fact, Grabthar, I forgot to make you make a strength check.
I
That's my
pass
bad.
it.
Okay.
I'm super strong. I pass it.
I'll trust you because I forgot to make you do that, even though you were the first one after I made it happen.
It would have been a 21.
Perfect. So we'll do the last of the lair actions for this round, and the green light goes off and the red light turns on. This is going to be very interesting. So the strength effect is nullified at this point, and everybody kind of breathes a quick sigh of relief just in time for every piece of gear on your body starts to feel lighter and lighter until the things that you're wearing are floating, but your body is still feeling the pull of gravity. So it's like you're floating almost as if you were in a levitation spell, but you don't have the same level of control because your body is not levitating, only your things are. So everybody will have to make a dexterity saving throw instead of strength until this lair action comes back up in order to move or do anything.
Okay.
Now, the saving throws don't take our actions, correct?
No, they do not take your action, but if you fail them, then you're unable to do an action. Well, with the dexterity one, you can do actions, you just can't move.
So I just realized this, but if you fail your save, hold your action until the effect ends, and then you could do it.
Good idea.
Yeah.
If it's something that can be prepared without you moving.
Yeah, like it could be like I prepare to dash the second I can move.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good idea. Next up is going to be Wendy.
All right, I'm going to make a dex saving throw. D4. 14.
14 is going to be enough. You are able to maneuver in the room.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what Wendy can do considering no spells or anything, but out of sheer frustration, she's just going to rake her claws against the sinewy walls. Is that an attack roll?
Yeah, I mean, you make the roll and everything, and it doesn't really do much. Like, you pierce the wall, but you don't hear, like, any groaning. There's no physical reaction to it. There's no blood. You kind of rake through, and it pieces itself back together as if it were stitched together very quickly. And so there's no real effect on the wall.
Can I start walking forward?
You're still floating. You're just able to maneuver. But yes, you can move forward.
Maneuver forward.
Yes.
Wendy's going to start maneuvering forward.
All right, perfect. At this point, Ozzy, I think because it's your turn again, I'll go ahead and give you this insight. As you've been kind of thinking about what is going on here, you're still like very much, I trust Mortrin. He made me. He created me. He will know what to do. And so basically, this is going to be kind of a skill encounter where once you guys pass enough skill checks that make sense to move you forward in the maze, you will then finish the encounter and be at Mortrin.
Okay.
You can kind of relay something like, we need to get to the center of this maze to figure this out. If that's where you want to go, you can also try to subvert the maze and find another way out.
Am I levitating?
You are levitating, yes.
Yeah, your stuff is levitating you.
I don't have
your stuff is making...
You don't have anything on you.
I don't... Well, I mean, I might have like a bag of holding or something, but...
Yeah, whatever you have on you is making you float. You can remove those things and then not be floating.
I'm going to leave everything on, and then I'm going to grab onto like the meaty flesh of the wall and just like pull myself forward.
Okay, go ahead and make a dexterity save to do enough maneuvering to get there.
I don't think a 10 is going to work.
A 10 does not quite do it, but you can still act. So you can't maneuver, but you'll be able to act.
I'm going to just relate to the rest of the party. Hey guys, we need to start moving. Let's get to the center.
All right.
Okay. Am I moving to center?
Yeah.
Ozzy, I will say you can use your action. So not a movement, but you can use your action in order to like grab the wall and start kind of clawing yourself forward.
Okay.
So like you're not able to naturally move, but if you concentrate and use your action to do it, then you can move. That's fine.
All right.
And that goes for everybody, not just you. Next up is going to be lair action. Let's roll it out. The lights dim once again and the yellow lights come on. And at this point, everybody begins to feel the air thinning to the point where you almost feel like you're suffocating. Go ahead and make a Constitution save.
Grabthar rolls a nat 20.
Ozzy rolled an 11.
16 for Wendy.
Glint rolled a 8.
Glint, what is your class again?
Cleric.
Do you have Constitution as a saving, like a proficiency?
Wisdom and charisma.
Gotcha. Okay. Wendy and Grabthar, you're able to kind of push through this thinned air. But the other two, Glint and Ozzy, you're kind of really feeling the effects of not being able to breathe and your lungs are hurting. Glint, I think you're going to probably take half damage from this because you don't actually breathe. You're inhabiting a corpse. Okay. And Ozzy, you are a demon that's sewed together. So I think actually half damage is appropriate for both of you guys.
Nice.
If any two were going to suffer from this, you two were a good two to do it. So the total damage is going to be 3 for each of you.
All right. Still not looking great, but...
No, but it's not as bad.
No, it's not the worst.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, you guys have suffered worse at my hands.
Ozzy's down.
Oh, no, really?
No.
The sorcerer has
I was
fallen.
going to say, how the fuck?
Oh, that would be horrible, but really fun.
Horrible butt.
Horrible butt.
I have one of those.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So that's the first lair action. The next action is another lair. The yellow goes dim again, and kind of in terror, you guys see the green light back up. Everybody go ahead and make another wisdom save.
Grabthar rolled a 17.
Wendy rolled a 9.
Ozzy's gonna, like, as soon as the green comes back on, he's gonna be like, no, 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 no.
I'm the one that took full damage from it last time.
Fuck. That's a crit fail for Ozzy.
Aww.
The guy who should have really good shit here.
Glint got a natural 20.
Nice.
That's his new character voice.
I wish that had been his character voice the whole time.
Here we go, guys. Run down the shaft.
Wendy and Ozzy failed this time, the two that passed last time, conveniently. Wendy, you kind of see your fingertips start to peel back and like the skin is curling toward your palm. You're going to take 5 damage from that. And Ozzy, you feel the kind of the area where you were stitched together is coming undone. Your skin is furling up on itself and you're going to take 8 damage.
Well, this isn't good.
My claws just got longer. It hurt.
I don't feel so good, Grabthar.
He's going to try to like stitch it back, like try to put the threading back through where the stitches are.
Pulls out his sewing kit in the middle of the hallway.
I hate it when this happens.
Not again.
We should all just have the horse voice.
The horse
Glenn
campaign
rushes
is
down
next.
the hall.
Grabthar, it's going to be your turn again. And remember, this is kind of a skill challenge. So not going to be any like physical enemies you can fight at this point. But once you get a certain number of skill checks completed, you're going to be finished with the encounter.
Okay. I got to roll, though, right? Wisdom?
You're good on wisdom. Dexterity is the thing you need to roll. You're still hovering.
Okay.
Unless there's something that cancels it, like the dexterity cancels the strength and vice
then it
versa.
lasts. Okay.
Then it'll last until that next lair turn, which is after you, Glint.
Okay.
How close am I to Glint?
You are pretty close. You guys
grabbing?
haven't really moved. Yeah, you can grab him.
I'm going to grab him.
Go ahead and roll that dex save, though.
I did not pass it. Grabs, I rolled a 2.
We're fucking
Okay.
nailing these guys.
So hold,
But technically it would be-
hold that action.
I'm going to hold my action.
So what are you holding? Like, what are you planning to do?
I was going to grab Glint and throw him down the hall.
It's gonna grab Thar.
I was going to grab him by the thar. Incidentally, this is why his name is Grabthar.
All right. So by the time you're able to do that, so like if you're holding your action until the thing releases, at that point, Glint will no longer be weightless.
Okay, then Grabthar's just going to run his ass off down the hallway.
Gotcha. Cool.
First chance you get.
Yeah, makes sense. So yeah, if you were to use your action to kind of claw your way down, you would move half your speed. If you wait and dash whenever the dexterity releases, yeah, you'll be able to just charge down at your full speed. So that works. Glint, it'll be your turn.
All right. Glenn's going to reach into his bag and pull out a grappling hook.
Nice.
He's going to go over and hey, Grabby, grab on. And he's going to toss the grappling hook to Grabthar. And he'd be like, run, horsey, run.
Okay.
Do I grab it?
You can either do your action to toss that, or you can use a maneuver to toss that if you roll that dexterity save. And
Okay.
then you could still use your action to do bless.
Yeah, I would love to do bless.
So go ahead and roll that dex save.
It's not going to happen.
9.
You guys are really bad at being quick.
I really
Yes.
should have done bless first and then
Well, you can still do bless. That's basically
All right.
like you pull out the grappling hook because drawing an item is a free action, at least
Yeah.
one per round.
all right, I guess I'll bless us and then I'll add the D4 even though I don't think I can get it.
Aww.
That's 4. So 13.
Then that is exactly what you needed.
Boom.
Yay.
All right, everybody's got bless and Grabthar's got a grappling hook and he could drag us away from here.
Yay.
Well, he can drag you away from there.
Yeah.
Well, everybody grab onto the rope.
Everybody else's jumps.
It's a grappling hook. There's a range on this thing.
This is going to be really interesting how this pans out. Lair action, dexterity releases. Everybody falls back to the ground. You can roll an acrobatics check to kind of gather your footing.
No.
You do have that D4.
Wendy falls on her ass.
Everybody gets the D4.
You do get to add the D4.
Do I have to?
That's still not going to help.
Ozzy rolled a 19.
Grabthar rolled a 16.
Wendy rolled a 5.
All right, Glint, what did you roll?
Glint used to work for Barnum Bailey, so he's an acrobatic. So he just quadruple advantage. Not really. That's bad.
You should not have picked up that one.
He
I
was
should
in the
not have picked
flying
up that
dick.
one. Let me see what the D4
I mean, the
is.
flying graysons.
Acrobatics, that's a whopping 9.
My goodness. All right, Glint, roll a strength check too.
I don't wanna. That's an 8.
Did you roll the D4?
That's what I'm doing now. That's a 10.
All right. I think 10 is enough to give you the choice. As you guys land, Grabthar doesn't really look back. He had his action prepared. He caught your rope and was like, okay, I got it. He takes off running because his hold action procced.
Yeah.
You're holding this rope and you are prone on the floor. Do you want to hold on while he runs? Or do you want to let go? I mean, this is 45 feet of distance covered.
60.
Or 60 feet of distance covered.
Could it be like in an old Western, being drunk behind
the horse? Let's do it.
You're going to take half of 2d6 damage. So I'm going to give you basically half of falling damage for the distance you're going.
Clint's basically an old disgruntled cowboy anyway, so he might as well hold on.
So he's going to hold on to the horse. Oh, we've been playing too much Red Dead.
God. I was thinking Christmas Vacation.
Right.
I'm not Christmas Vacation, but Vacation.
So you'll take 4 damage, Glint, and you are drugged 60 feet through these corridors of muscle.
Yes.
And it's freaking hilarious, and I love it. But that means that you passed a check, and Grabthar, you passed a check with your acrobatics, and I'll count that because you ran with it toward the total needed to succeed. So you guys take off running, turning corners, and you're charging through these corridors at this point.
This isn't a very long maze. It's only 60 feet.
That's
no. You're not at the end
of the maze. Yeah,
you're not at the end. You're 60 feet down. You take off running, so you're going. I didn't tell you how many skills it takes to end it. You just added 2 to the total that you need.
Okay.
So I've got like a number, and I'm keeping a tally of how many skill checks you guys pass that makes sense for you advancing the objective. And once you get to my total number that you don't know, you'll finish the maze.
Okay.
Bet his total is 3. It's not even the full
by
party.
the way, it's also not a very long maze.
All right.
The lights go out and the violet lights light back up. And Grabthar, because you're kind of mid-run, I'm going to make you make this strength check now, but everything gets heavy again.
That's a nat 20.
So at the beginning of most people's turns, you're going to have passed it and be able to keep running. Glint, however, is going to be very heavy to carry. So you're going to be moving.
Ow.
Yeah, so Glint, you're being drugged through these tunnels, and suddenly your whole body weighs 4 times as much, and you're like digging divots into the ground as he pulls you through these tunnels. Oh, that's awesome.
This is why I'm so ugly. It feels like when I fell from heaven.
All right, Wendy.
So
Wendy, it is
Grabthar
your
feels
turn.
like Grabthar would feel like that he's like, I don't know, like a work animal plowing the field, except in this instance he's plowing the flesh tube.
Yeah, boy.
Wendy.
Oh my god.
But not in a good way.
Do I still get that D4?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to make a strength check, and Wendy's going to try to run after him.
Cool. Go ahead and make it.
20. Not a natural 20, but 20.
You got it. Yep. By the way, for the sake of like you guys' comfort and ease, all of these checks are 13.
Cool.
So all of the layer action checks are 13. Cool. So Wendy, you're able to take off after them. Your speed, I believe, is 35
Okay.
for being a Wendigo. I think that's right. So if you dashed, you'd be able to run forward 70.
Cool.
So you're kind of
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there with Grabthar at this point.
Ooh.
As he's dragging Glint, you hop over Glint as you run.
Wait, Wendy's a rogue, right?
Yeah.
She is a rogue.
So Wendy could move and then bonus action
Oh,
dash.
yes, you could. You could move dash. This
Yeah.
is true.
I'm going to dash again.
Dash. So now you're way ahead of Grabthar.
Wait.
Hey.
I'm sorry. I know I fucked that up. When she runs by, he goes, whoa.
So Wendy, I'm also going to count that as one of the successes that you guys need. So Ozzy, it's back to the top of the order. Your turn. You're alone in a cave.
Fuck yeah.
Ozzy, you're
Wait,
alone
wait.
in a flesh
He
cave.
starts fucking the
Wendy,
kid.
go fast.
Yeah, he's going to take the opportunity to like really get sensual with this cave.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, baby, you look so fine.
I've missed you so much.
Been waiting to be alone with Mortrin's flesh cave for quite some time.
I think about you
Mortrin's
every
flesh
night.
cave.
God, that's the worst name for a butthole.
All right, so the green light is off and the violet is on, correct?
Yeah, the violet light is the one that's on right now.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to do my strength check. That is a 14.
Perfect.
Oh, wait, I didn't do +4. Either way, I pass.
Yeah, 14 passes.
So, yeah, I guess I'm just going to dash along with them.
All right, take off.
Yeah.
Your speed is only 30, I think, or is it
Yes,
35 for your horse
it's 30.
legs? Okay, cool. So you move up 60, so you're kind of right with Grabthar. You're able to kind of catch up as he's running, and we're going to do 2 lair actions. I'm just going to go ahead and roll them both. The air thickens again. You guys no longer feel like you're suffocating.
Yay.
Neat.
And in order, the red light comes on, which is the dexterity light. As you guys are running, all your gear begins to float. But I'm going to kind of give a little bit of like space motion going on, where you guys are all sprinting forward. So you keep kind of moving in that direction. The problem is going to be when you come to a turn, you're not necessarily going to turn.
Or will we?
Smack.
So you're all floating forward now. And very quickly after that, everybody roll a wisdom check or wisdom save because the green light comes on.
Fuck.
Ozzy got a 14.
Wendy got a 4 because she has -1 fucking wisdom.
Oh no.
Is that with your D4? Not that it would save you. in
Even
this.
with the D4, I rolled a 3 on my D20, a 2 on my D4, and I have a -1 in my stat.
Oh no.
That's such bullshit. Cat, quit licking my feet, please.
Grabthar
It's an 11.
and Glint.
Glint got a 14.
All right, solid. So Glint and Ozzy passed. I mean, an average of people are passing these tests. I like it. Grabthar, your tail peels right off.
Not my beautiful tail.
The skin of your horse buttocks is unraveling.
No skin off his
Not
ass.
my beautiful buttocks.
The skin of your ass is unraveling. And you are going to take 3 damage from it. Your butt has calluses for obvious reasons. And Wendy, the skin on your hands is continuing to unfurl, and it's now to where you don't have skin on your palms. It's all the way back to your forearms. And you're going to take
Wow.
6 damage. Yeah, this cave is screwing you guys up. Next up is Grabthar.
Okay.
Tailless Grabthar.
So I rolled Dex first.
Yes.
All right. Grabthar, I rolled a modified 20.
Great. You pass. You can maneuver freely.
Grabthar is going to try to get near the wall and try to push himself along with his hands.
Grabthar is maneuvering freely right now.
Oh, so I'm just... Okay.
Bouncing off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
Grabthar's going to do this cool move where he kicks with his feet off the floor and then flips around and then kicks with his feet off the ceiling and then flips around and kicks his feet off the floor to keep moving forward.
Grabthar is having the time of his life.
Yeah.
It's like a gymnast doing a bunch of like handsprings.
Yeah, but he's doing a barrel roll.
I'm assuming you dashed with this.
Yes.
Meanwhile, it's Glint's turn, who is bouncing off of each wall that grabs.
Fuck you, Percy.
Because he is holding on to the rope. So, Glint, go ahead and make a strength check to hold on for dear life.
17.
Perfect. Yeah, you're not going to have to make the dexterity save. He's already moving for you. So, what do you want to do on your turn? You get a free turn.
Nice.
Everybody else is trying to survive, and you're just like, I got a horse.
I'm a centaur, please.
All right. So Glint's going to take part of the rope, the end of the rope that he's holding on to. He's
Okay.
going to wrap it around his wrist real quick and then reach in, grab out his climber's kit and like grab like a python out of that and
Okay.
thread rope through that and like stab the python into like the edge of the cave and have like rope going out so that the others can grab onto that.
Okay, I'm into it.
Like an anchor point that they can grab onto.
I'll let dexterity checks as long as they're behind you and able to grab onto the rope. Like dexterity checks for this purpose will have advantage.
Nathan, you look like you want to say something.
No, I thought you were stabbing it into the wall and stopping me, and I was going to be pissed.
Okay. You were giving me this look. I didn't know if it was like, that's totally not fucking believable. You can't do this.
And I was like, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah, no, I imagine you're kind of letting it drag the ground like an anchor so that it's constantly moving with you, but there's always 50 feet behind you that people can grab onto.
Yeah.
So next up is going to be a lair action. That was a 6. This is going to get really interesting.
I mean, that's subjective.
Everybody make a I think everybody's going to find this interesting. Everybody make a charisma save as the white lights fill the area.
Oh no. 11.
Ozzy got a 15.
Grabthar rolled a 16.
Glint rolled a 26.
Wendy, you are right near Ozzy currently, and you see Glint in the near distance. You have to pick one of them, and your inner rage is going to swell so high that you cannot do anything on your turn except charge and attack them.
No.
You get to choose the attack if that helps.
I'll go for Glint because he has a better chance than Ozzy.
I'm dying. I've got like half hit points. Let's do this.
All she just said was, I think I can kick Ozzy's ass.
I feel like Ozzy would die in this encounter, and Glint at least has magic.
Ozzy's a sorcerer.
Ozzy's a sorcerer and from this place.
Yeah, but that Glint guy's kind of annoying, so she's gonna kill him.
Fuck him and his glowing arm.
He's got a shining light. His glowing arm is glowing red to her.
Let's do it. Bring it, Wendy.
Okay, what I meant was Glint has clerical magic.
Yeah, so let's knock him out so he can't heal anybody.
All right, Wendy, it's your turn.
Okay, so do I have to roll attack?
Oh, yeah. You've got to charge at him. You've got plenty of movement to get there. No, actually, Grabthar raced ahead. So he went 120 feet. You actually can't reach Glint.
Oh, good.
That was also something.
Glint is 70 feet ahead of you. You can
She could
run
just get to
bonus
me.
action dash. And
Yeah,
then hit him.
she could move,
So you can
bonus
do it.
action
Yep.
dash and attack me.
All right, I'm running
All right.
bonus action dash.
Wait.
Wendy charges.
Can she move, though?
You're right. She's got to make that dex save first.
I'll be thrown into a rage and I can't charge anyone.
So she could be real pissed
She gets
off.
real mad, just starts flipping around in the air.
Oh, too bad for you. I rolled 13.
So this is actually a really cool scene that Wendy hasn't got to do yet. She starts all fours along the wall, clawing fingers, toes, clawing along the wall at a high rate of speed, catches up to Glint and make your attack.
Oh, shit. Should I choose the attack?
Yeah. You have agency over the attack. You just had to charge at him, so I wanted to do that because I thought it would look cool.
I'll just do the regular unarmed strike. She's just going to punch him. Because at the last second, she can't control whether she attacks or not, but she's going to try not to go for the kill.
Yeah, she's just mad at
for
him.
a
Like he just
second-
said something about her mom, even though she doesn't know her mom.
Exactly.
He said something about how tasteless children are.
Yeah, children don't even taste good.
I'm glad you're
Wendy.
here.
Does an 11 hit?
Oh, snap.
It does not hit. I was going to say add the bless,
Good.
but it wouldn't matter.
I'm rolling shit today. And
It's
that's
okay.
just the blessing.
I was kind of wanting it to hit. but-
That was to hit him, so that's fine.
Yeah, no,
It
I
makes
don't
sense
want to
that you
hit
couldn't
Glint.
hit the guy that blessed you. Cool.
Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Don't punch the face that blesses you.
Yeah, please.
All right, Ozzy, it's your turn, and I'll let you guys know you're 3 checks away from finishing this. You've been taking turns as you go, but that's not as fun as like dodge the lair actions. You're either going to die or you're going to get to the end of the maze.
Okay,
Amazing.
so I guess I have to roll my save first.
You do have to roll a dex save, but you have advantage on it because of the rope.
That is an 18.
Perfect.
I'll roll the second one just in case. That is not a natural 20. I'm just going to try to catch up with the party.
Yeah, just dash. Perfect.
Yep.
Works for me. Next is going to be 2 lair actions. The dexterity effect wanes with this first one. Oh, that's going to be a 1. That's a lot of fun. everybody individually, in front of each of you, you kind of blink out of existence. You skid to a halt in a different zone.
Oh, shit.
Wendy, you are in an Arctic tundra.
Nice.
Glint, you're in a desert in the middle of a sandstorm. Grabthar, you are literally under the ocean several miles. And Ozzy, you find yourself in a brothel.
Hell yeah.
Fuck you. I'm in a desert sandstorm. You get to be in a brothel?
At least you have air.
At least,
At
least
Grabthar
you
just
can
like
breathe.
fucking crumbles into a crushed can. Like,
Everybody roll an intelligence save.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
This is not my strong suit.
Are we no longer blessed, or are we still blessed?
You are no longer in proximity to be blessed.
Okay.
You are physically moved. It's not an illusion.
I am now damned.
So my guess is my modified 7 is not going to do well. Ozzy gets a modified 7.
Wendy rolls a modified 8.
Grabthar?
Modified 15. I rolled my D4 and I got a 1 and I have a -1 intelligence.
You don't roll the
Oh,
D4.
no.
I don't?
no.
Okay,
We're
then
not
I have
rolling.
14. I thought I still had it.
No, you don't. But 13 is enough to pass.
So, yeah. Yeah, so Grabthar has he has a -1 to his intelligence, huh?
Well, it went from 15 to 14.
Yeah, so he's the only one that passed because Glenn got a modified 6. I guess I'm still blessed, but it wouldn't matter. Grabthar with a stroke of genius.
Grabthar, you're swimming, you panic, you're in the water, you're suddenly breathing salt water, and you look frantically and you find a little black dot that as you panicked move closer to it, it opens up as a portal back into
Nice.
the caverns. But you're by yourself.
Whoa.
Because everyone else is stuck in their locations. And now I need to make stinking notes because I thought more of you would pass.
Bomb
Wendy
that
just
check.
flops on her
You
back
guys-
and starts making snow angels.
Absolutely. By the way, the blue lights are on in the hallway. I didn't say that, but Ozzy, you were in a brothel.
Fuck yeah, he is. He feels like he just won at life.
Just in a desert. I mean, for all Ozzy knows, everybody was transported to a brothel. He
Yeah,
doesn't
but
know.
he doesn't see anybody else, so he's like, free reign.
All right,
Glorious.
Wendy.
Yeah, rain. Yeah.
Nice.
Wendy's in a tundra making snow angels.
Glint is really the only one that cares about getting back at this point.
No,
He's like,
well, Glenn also kind of
damn
looks around. And he's
sandstorm.
like, "Yeah, it seems about right. This is my life."
oh gosh. Okay, cool. So you guys are only a few checks away from finishing this up, and 3 of you are stuck in a very strange place. It's not really recognizable to you at
Well,
all.
is it really stuck if you're in a brothel?
You can be. You can be.
Gross.
Have you ever watched Black Sails? You can be stuck in a brothel.
Yeah, I have watched Black Sails.
So second layer action. Grabthar,
The only one in the lair.
the only one in the lair. I rolled a 6, and normally
There's nobody to attack.
normally I would make you choose a person to attack, but instead I'm going to say you're angry at everyone for escaping before you did. So you're
So you just burn a rage.
just
You
burning
just get
rage.
mad.
Grabthar looks
You're
around and is
very
like,
angry.
fuck, I'm just mad at everybody.
Wait, hang on.
Okay.
He angrily
Uh-oh.
lights up a doobie.
I rolled a 14 for rage boner.
What's your charisma check first?
I rolled a 13.
Okay, then you passed and you don't need to roll for rage boner.
Yes. I'm gonna roll anyway.
Yeah, he's definitely rolling anyway.
16.
Still wants one.
He's just naturally mad about it. It's not like a magical rage.
He gets a boner and he's like, "Why?"
It's your turn. Go do something, please.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can see any of the other portals?
Yeah, you can.
All right. I don't see any portals.
What did you roll, Grabthar?
I rolled a 3 + 2, so a 5.
Yeah, you don't see any portals. Next up is Glint. You are in a desert in a sandstorm.
Glenn's going to look around and see if there's anything here.
You can roll a perception check or an intelligence check, whichever one is higher for you.
Definitely perception.
Oh, wait, I didn't look. I did the wrong thing. My perception's a +5.
You still don't see anything.
Okay.
So perception is 16. Nice.
If your passive perception is 16, then you find something.
Oh, okay.
You're kind of glancing around. You're trying to find, like, the intelligence check was to quickly find it and just zoop right back on through. But as you're able to catch your bearings, you do see a small black dot that looks suspiciously still in a sandstorm.
I mean, there's definitely a part of me that just wants to have Glint just plop down in the sand and just, like, be miserable.
I'm done.
But he'll make his way, I guess, towards this black hole.
Yeah. You get to the black dot with your maneuver and you can walk through it. Like, as you get closer, it grows bigger and you can see the cavern.
Place is so fucking weird. Just start walking through it.
You do still have your action.
So I get back into the cavern.
Yep. You pop in right behind Grabthar, who didn't see you coming.
Who has a giant boner?
I'm not touching that in multiple ways. Hey, Grabby, is there anybody else here?
Hey, don't look me in the eye or I can't finish.
Oh, jeez.
I said don't look me in the eye.
I kind of just want to look you in the eye so you don't finish.
Oh, no.
Do you want to hold my hand?
No, it takes 2 hands to do this.
I'll look around for the other two to see if they're here. Or...
Go ahead and roll it.
Bada bing, bada boom. That's a 23.
You see 2 other black dots that probably lead to the other areas.
Hey, Grabby, come on. Let's go save the others.
Where?
Right there and there. And Glint will point out where the 2 black holes are.
Oh. That's what that was.
So as you get closer to these, they don't grow larger and you can't see inside of them, but you can touch them.
I'm going to touch this one.
Pop this lair action. Grabthar and Glint, your gear begins to float.
Nice.
Wendy, it's your turn.
Wendy doesn't know what the fuck's going on. So do I need to roll anything to get out of here?
What is your passive perception?
15.
Okay, you also see a black dot. It stands out particularly to you because of the snow.
Okay. Wendy's going to make her way toward the black dot.
Okay, it is in like kind of on the bed of snow, so it's on the ground, and you approach and you are going to fall through the ceiling. Thankfully, all your gear is floating, so before you can hit anybody or hurt yourself, you are floating in the air.
Whee!
Ah!
That has to be fucking terrifying. Watching a Wendigo coming through a black hole.
That's
And just floating there. Oh my God.
All right, Ozzy, you're up. Start of the round.
Okay, first, Ozzy is going to check how much coinage he has in his pocket.
You reach down and you find a coin purse with well over 2,000 gold.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty awesome until that gets heavy.
He's just going to, I guess, shout out, where is everybody?
Where are the bitches at?
Where are my hoes?
The hostess's answer, we're all right here.
Okay.
You have the attention of the room.
Ozzy's gonna get laid.
Let me get a perception on this, I guess. Or not a perception, but maybe an insight?
Investigation.
I think insight would work if you're trying to get kind of a feel for what's going on.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to find out how horny they are.
So you're not actually looking for a way out.
Not yet.
Got
Looking
it.
for a
Okay,
way in,
great.
if you know what I mean.
He's funny because we don't have sex.
All right, that is not great. That is a 12.
All right. You pick up that they are more interested in keeping you here than they are in you yourself.
I mean, that could still be a good thing, right?
Yep.
Sure.
Do I still have an action?
The insight is your action. You still have a maneuver.
I'm going to take out some money. out of the bag.
All right. So you just like start jingling coins.
Yeah, I'm just going to jingle some coins and see who approaches.
All right. So we'll screen wipe to the other three, and there are 2 lair actions coming you guys' way as Ozzy enjoys himself. All right. Glint, Grabthar, and Wendy make a charisma save.
Not good.
Does everybody have their bless back?
Yes. Everybody who's in proximity to you does. Yes.
Okay, so let's add that bless.
Still not good.
That's still good. Wendy rolled a 22.
Grabthar, what'd you get?
Oh, Grabthar got a 9.
Glint?
Glint had 22.
Okay, Grabthar.
I'm getting real mad.
You get real mad.
Ooh!
Rage builds up.
When Grabthar gets real mad, he talks like Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah, brother.
Coming for your ass.
Grabthar. Is that your rage voice? Your barbarian rage voice? Yes.
Actually, it sounded more like Hulk Hogan. I'm going to roll with Hulk Hogan because it's easier to do for
Oh,
me.
that'd be so funny.
Oh, brother.
Hey.
Bring the pain.
You transform into the Hulk when you go into a rage?
Yeah. Like I grow a handlebar mustache and a bandana pops up on top of my head.
And your black mane turns blonde.
Yeah.
And for
Rage
some reason,
power.
you're wearing a tank top?
Yep. But I rip it off immediately.
Immediately, as soon as it happens. Okay.
What is this, brother?
Grabthar, who are you mad at?
He's going to get real mad at Wendy.
Sure. Okay. The second die that I rolled was everything gets heavy. So your whole body is weighted down and you'll have to make a strength check to do anything. And Grabthar, it is your turn.
Well, it's, for my strength check, I just rolled a 17.
Okay, so you can move and you
I can
must
move.
attack Wendy.
I attack Wendy. I'm a puncher. No, I'm a headbutt.
Headbutt, nice. Okay.
I don't know what I roll for damage on a headbutt. Or D20 to hit. So that's a 13.
I don't think that meets Wendy's AC.
My AC's only 10.
What kind of rogue are you? Perfect. So
All
Wendy,
right, then.
Wendy takes a headbutt.
All right. What do I roll for a headbutt?
All right. It's 1 plus your strength mod for unarmed damage.
So that would be 4.
So 4 damage, Wendy.
All right.
Grabthar turns, roars at you in Hulk Hogan's voice, and headbutts
Oh,
you.
yeah, brother. I'm bringing the pain.
Wham.
Ooh. What's that smell? Dookie.
I call this a mind link.
Glint, it's your turn.
Great. Trying to get everybody out of here. I don't want to be a dick to you, Ozzy.
Not being a dick to anybody.
All right. Glint's going to cast Dispel Magic at the last hole.
Good work.
Now, I guess I've got to make a strength check to see if I
Yeah,
can.
strength check first.
Yeah, that's a modified 22.
Perfect.
That's with my -1 strength.
Nice. And then you dispel magic on that portal, and it does.
Yeah.
It sucks Ozzy straight through it like a weird straw.
No.
It doesn't get wider like everybody else's is. He literally is sucked through this thing and plops down on the ground.
He looks like Mac from Mac and Me getting sucked into the spaceship
And
or the vacuum cleaner.
And you do still have the 2,000 gold, if that helps you.
Nice.
That
Yeah.
was real.
But now it's like in straw shape.
Yeah, your whole
Glint's
body's in straw shape. You're actually very
Glint-
long at this point.
Glint's going to try and pick up part of the rope and keep moving. Come on, guys. Longer we're here, the more this
Take
shit
off. I'm
seems to
going
happen.
to count that as a point. So you guys have 1 successful check left until you're finished. A lair action, though,
Ozzy's just crying on the floor.
going to be a 5. It's going to reinforce the heavy, so it'll last a little bit longer on your next turn. Wendy, it's your turn.
Wendy is going to look sternly for a moment after being headbutted, and then is going to take off running.
Oh, yeah. You
What kind of check do I need to make to take off running?
Go ahead and make me either perception or athletics. The athletics check is going to be harder.
Okay.
Which one are you making?
Perception.
Okay.
You are blessed.
Okay, good. That helps.
Hashtag blessed.
12. No. Wait, hold on. Let me actually do math. 10.
Oh no. 12 would
I
have
was
been
gonna get
enough.
better.
I was really hoping that wasn't reverse math. I mean, subtraction.
This is a math podcast.
Reverse math, aka subtraction. 10 does not do it. 12 would have succeeded. You kind of get lost. You come to a fork and you take the wrong turn for a moment.
I get 4.
Next up is Ozzy, though.
Ah, man.
Ozzy, do you want to roll insight to maybe see if you recognize a particular portion of this maze, or perception as you go? Like something like that would be super appropriate for you personally as a character.
Yeah, I guess I'm just going to roll a perception.
Okay, cool.
That is a natural 20.
Nice. So you kind of rush forward. You see Wendy going a particular direction and you're rushing after her to follow. And you see kind of out of the corner of your eye something that you recognize, a particular marking on the wall, that this is the way to Mortrin's lair.
It's like a vein in the shape of an arrow.
I was going to say it's like an internal genital wart.
Oh, gosh.
Oh,
Sure. And you know
It's a herpy.
exactly the mapping of Mortrin's genital warts.
It's in the
you
shape
do.
of London's railway
because he
system.
knows him intimately.
That's right.
Jesus.
So you guys follow that trail to Mortrin's lair. And as you enter, you see he looks very similar to the old man who repainted Woody in Toy Story 2. He's just
Okay.
an old guy, kind of just sewing a guy together. It looks like he's taking very excellent care of it. And he's reciting these lines. A trickster once stood, whispering to the traveler, tales so weary old, he claimed it true. And he's continuing to sew these pieces onto this being that he's creating. Of a former, not a founder, hidden deep within the dragon. Of a heart so black it couldn't move. The trickster strove to see the void reopened, and it's almost like you can hear music as he's reciting this poem. For he threw away the ruby to release, and he starts peeling back some of the skin near the chest cavity. The founder, who so disappointed in his whole creation, promised for his prison it would cease. And he plucks out a small stone, a ruby, from the heart of this being that he's sewing together, and looks up at you, Ozzy. I hope you know what you're doing with this.
Ozzy's going to...
He puts it in his mouth.
Ozzy's going to move forward. Like, how far is Ozzy from...
You guys are like 8 feet away from the guy.
Okay, well, then he's just going to, like, take a step forward and take this ruby.
He gives it to you and he turns back to the creature that he's sewing together and begins humming in the tune of the poem that you've just heard.
I'm going to cast Zone of Truth.
You can cast the Zone of Truth on him, but you know Mortrin's not a liar. But he also doesn't really respond from this point forward. Very NPC in a video game style.
That's kind of what I figured might happen. That's why I kind of wanted to cast Zone of Truth, because I thought that he might just be, like, not there anymore, I guess. But...
yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, if that's not going to work, that's not going to work.
Yeah, for sure. So
Can I just get one question out of him?
what do you want to
No.
know?
Hey, how do I get back to that brothel?
He doesn't respond.
Fuck.
What you guys have now is a glass globe that's in 2 halves, but it's not brittle. You have a charcoal diamond, a black diamond, and you have a ruby. These are the 3 pieces to this puzzle that you've found so far. And as you're standing there, a golden door begins to form along the wall.
Dad? Is that you, Dad?
Ozzy's going to turn his attention to this door that is forming, and he's going to walk over to it and try to go through.
Yeah.
For that, how's everybody looking?
I'm actually pretty good.
Yeah, I got 24 out of 39 hit points still.
I have 45.
I'm about like 2/3.
Let's see. I did the 2nd level bless. I did the dispel magic. I mean, you guys want to take a short rest so we can get some hit points back?
Just with
Yeah.
this random fucking
Like,
person sewing a
doll
demon.
maker
Yeah.
like in the room. Yeah, probably not a good place to take a break.
I don't know
Never
if you're
mind.
going to, yeah.
All right.
I don't know
yeah,
if you'd feel very rested after that.
home.
So
Home. I can feel it. I think. I don't know. I'm assuming it's like
So-
an angelic golden doorway.
yeah, it is.
Sweet.
So you open the door and begin to walk through it. And as you're walking through it, you hear like heavy breathing, but it's not coming from anything.
Gross.
You get a sense that in some way the world around you is strained. and you enter into this golden and white marbled arched cathedral. Sitting at the top of the steps is a resplendent angelic figure. He looks up, and Glint, I don't know if we decided what your actual name was. I think we may have just decided that we can't pronounce
I
it.
think we did. Glint is definitely the name that was given to him on Earth or the material plane.
It's the same name as Daryl Hannah's name that people can't pronounce from Splash.
It's Splash.
He looks up. He's kind of leaning on a sword, full armor, chrome plated, looks up at you with long brown hair and a clean shaven face and utters your full name and says, "Don't worry, I will cleanse all of you."
Whoa.
Thanks for listening to The Mundane and the Arcane. We want to thank Carl for our cover art. You can find him and his work on Twitter at Natural20Shirts. That's Natural20 Shirts.
We would also like to thank Alex with astronomicaudio.ca for editing our show.
And last but not least, we want to thank Big Papa, a.k.a. my buddy Nez, a.k.a. at Blue Eyes on Twitter for bringing Stacy's intro music to life.
Find us on social media by searching TMaTAcast on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Be a part of the show by emailing us at TMaTAcast, that's TMATAcast @gmail.com to make submissions for items, NPCs, shops, or anything else you would find in any D&D campaign.
See you, TMaTA.